At this point, I have made 4 videos showing you how to create domiciliary accounts with different banks in Nigeria. And for those of you who don't know what a domiciliary account is, it's an account that can receive foreign currencies. And when you go to the bank to withdraw the currency, they'll give you the currency in cash. For example, if someone sends dollars to your domiciliary account, when you go to the bank to withdraw, they are going to give you physical dollars in cash. Please, I want to say this early in this video because a lot of people have asked me, you cannot transfer Naira to your domiciliary account and go to the bank to withdraw it in dollars. It won't work. And also, I made a video a while back answering different questions about domiciliary accounts. So I'll recommend you watch it after watching this video. Alright, my experience with domiciliary accounts is with YouTube. I don't know if domiciliary accounts will work with like Facebook monetization, but I've heard some people saying they have used their domiciliary account to withdraw from Facebook, but I don't have any experience with that. Also, I've heard people say they have withdrawn from TikTok. Also, I don't have any experience with that. But ultimately, you should get a domiciliary account. I'm going to give you a few reasons why you should get one and why I recommend the bank that I recommend in this video. Alright, so if you're using your Naira account, foreign currencies can be sent to Naira account. So if you're using your Naira account to receive foreign currencies, when they get to your account, the bank is going to convert the foreign currency into Naira. And it's going to do that at the rate which the bank wants. So for example, let's say someone sends you $100 and let's say the official rate at the bank is 1,000 Naira per dollar. I know it is higher than that, but this is just an example. So if someone sends you $100 to your Naira account, you're going to get 100,000 Naira. But if you had a domiciliary account and someone sent you $100, you will go to the bank and withdraw the $100. They will actually give you the cash, like the physical dollars. I know most of you that have been watching my videos, you already have experience with this, but I know new people get into this every day. So for the first time, it's going to sound amazing when you go to the bank and withdraw. But ultimately, when you withdraw the cash, you can take it to exchanges like black market or BDC. You take it to them and they are going to exchange it at the black market rate. So let's say in the same example, the black market rate at the time was 1,300. It's always higher than the official rate, so just know that you'll be making more money. So when you take it to them, instead of getting 100,000, you are going to get 130,000 Naira. So that is basically why you need a domiciliary account. There are other reasons definitely, but I think that is the highest reason why anybody will go for a domiciliary account. Alright, so now I want to talk about the bank that I personally believe from my experience is the best for content creators. So if you are ready to start your content creation and you want the most minimum stress you can get from a bank, because let's face it, all banks must stress you. And as someone that has been stressed a lot by banks, I would recommend you go for Access Bank. And here are a few reasons why. The first reason why is that you don't have to go to the bank to withdraw your money. You can easily do transfers. In my early days when I started content creation online, I was using UBA, and that was the bank I was recommending to people at the time. Around, I think, 2021 or 2022, I'm not really sure, either late 2021 or early 2022, there was dollar scarcity. I remember that week I went to the bank and I stood in the line for almost 40 minutes or so because the bank was very filled up that day, only to get to the cashier and they told me that there was no dollar in cash. So they told me to go to another branch. Now, I should have gone to the cashier first to ask if the dollar cash was available. But like I said, those were my early days. I didn't really know how all those things worked. But normally when I went to the bank before that dollar scarcity, I stood in line, filled up my slip and just withdrew my money. I had never had to ask if cash was available until that week. So I think I went to around 3 branches that day. The whole day was just spent visiting different branches. And in the end, I did not get the cash. I was not able to withdraw. Imagine knowing you have money in your account, but you can't even use it. In the end, I had to use Skrill to withdraw the money from my UBA account. And I didn't even withdraw it at a very good rate. It was even lower than the official rate. But honestly, ever since I opened my Access Bank account, I don't even think I've been to the bank. Honestly, since the day I opened the account, I have not been to the bank because whenever I receive money, I already have someone that I do exchange with. So whenever I receive money, I just call him up to ask him what the current rate is and he tells me and I transfer the dollar funds to him and he sends me the amount in Naira. I do everything from the comfort of my home. But you should know that when it comes to dollar transfers, you can only do access to access. I've heard that GTB also does the same, but I don't have any experience with GTB, so I can't say much about it. Alright, so even if you feel like you can't just transfer money to somebody, well, you can go to the person so that you guys can meet physically, then you do the transfer to them so you can see them while you're doing the transfer. And when they receive the alert, then they can like send you your Naira. So yeah, basically you don't have to go to the bank to stand in line to wait, because for me, once I know that I'll be going to the bank, I don't do any kind of work that day. So that day for me is like I can't work, potentially losing money. But now that I can do it from home, I can do it within 5 minutes and I'm done. You don't have to waste time doing all of that. So that is one of the reasons why I recommend Access Bank. The second reason is that you can convert your dollars through the app. This is something I'm going to show you on my phone. Alright, so here's what I'm talking about. This is the Access Bank app, and I am in the domiciliary account section. So you can just swipe here to access your domiciliary account. And after accessing the domiciliary account, you can tap Access Transfers, and then you tap Convert FX. So from here, it's going to select your domiciliary account and your Naira account. Next, you just come down here and enter the amount you want to convert. So if I tap here, and then I enter 1, so at this time, 1 USD for the bank, like at the bank rate, is 1,600 Naira. So if I'm ready to convert, all I have to do is tap transfer. I'm not going to do that in this video, but that's how it works. So essentially, you don't have to always transfer to someone else. You can just sell the money to the bank. But like I said, this is the official rate for Access Bank. I don't know about other banks right now. But with this app called Aboki Forex, you can see the current rate. So instead of 1,600, the black market price, if someone is buying from you from the black market, they are going to buy it at 1,738 Naira. But if they are selling to you currently, it is 1,745 Naira. So yeah, this is the black market. So you can see the difference from official rate and bank rate. But just to be clear, you don't have to do this if you know you have someone you can sell to. But just in case you can't find somebody and you don't want to be stranded like I was, like I said, I had the money in my account, but I couldn't do anything with it when I was with UBA. But with Access, you can just sell to the bank at the bank rate, and you have money to use. Maybe when you find someone that's willing to buy, eventually then you can sell to them. Alright, so the third reason why I recommend Access Bank is because of their virtual dollar card. I no longer get like virtual dollar cards from platforms like Cheaper Cash, Gray, and GigPay. Everything I do online, like when I want to buy stuff online using a virtual dollar card, is with my Access virtual dollar card. I've made a video talking about that, so if you want to watch that, I'll leave it in the description. You have to use the money in your domiciliary account, you transfer it to your virtual dollar card, and you can buy stuff online. And reason number 4 why I recommend using Access Bank is that you can have zero money left in the account. Like I said, my experience was with UBA, and with UBA, there's a limit to the lowest amount you can have in the account. So let's say, for example, if you are buying something online and you had $70 in your UBA account and you saw something for $60 online, if you wanted to buy it, you are not going to be able to. At least from the last time I used it, that's what happened to me. With UBA, if you have $70, just know that you have $20 spendable online. I know it's majorly online, but if you go to the bank, you can withdraw more than the amount they have set as the limit. The lowest amount you can have is $50. So once your money reaches $50, you will not be able to spend it with UBA. But with Access Bank, you can spend as much as you want until the money gets to $0. Honestly, there is no restrictions when it comes to that. Alright, so the final reason why I would recommend you get Access Bank domiciliary account is that there are no unnecessary fees. Aside from like the transfer fees and the levy fees, which recently just started because I was not even aware of levy fees until I was checking my transactions and I saw levy fees. But the fees are not very high, they are very minimal. Aside from those two fees, transfer fees and levy fee, I am not aware of any other fees Access Bank takes from you. Now, I have not used Alert by Wema personally, but I've heard that they charge $10 for every deposit, like every dollar deposit you get. I am not 100% sure of this, so for those of you who use Alert by Wema, please let us know in the comments if they do that. With Access Bank, I have never heard of like deposit fees, and I hope that they don't ever do that because people are going to definitely leave the bank. While Access Bank has a lot of positive things that currently makes it the bank that I can recommend, there's one thing that I noticed that doesn't work. It is Stripe payments. I once got paid via Stripe because I was selling a digital product online, and I used my Access Bank Naira account because Stripe will only pay you in Naira if your account is a Nigerian account. So if you are registering for Stripe and you select Nigeria as your country, you can only send Naira to your account. Anyways, so I used my Access Bank Naira account to receive money from Stripe, but the money never came. After a while, the money was refunded to Stripe, and I used my UBA and the money came. So I thought it was an issue with my account until one day someone messaged me on WhatsApp telling me that they tried to withdraw from Stripe and the money never arrived. So I asked them if they used their Access Bank account, and the person said yes. So I said, okay, I've experienced the same thing. So the money will be refunded after a few days. Just use your UBA. And he did that, and he came back to let me know that yes, it worked. The money was sent to his UBA account. I think for him, the money was sent by Twitter, or X as they call it now. So yeah, that is the major thing that I've noticed that doesn't work with Access Bank. But there may be others that I've not experienced yet. So for those of you who are Access Bank users, you can let us know in the comments. And another thing that used to happen, it hasn't happened in a while, is their app always misbehaving. Like, you will not be able to view your account details in the app. You will not be able to see the amount of money you have in the app, and you won't be able to transfer. But lately it has not been happening, so I think they have fixed that. I'm not really sure. I'll wait and see. You can never trust them 100%. Alright, so if everything that I've said about Access Bank is also available for the bank that you're using, please, you can leave a comment about the bank. If you feel like it's a bank people should start using for their content creation business, then please go ahead and leave it in the description, because starting early, like making the right choices early, is going to save you a lot of issues moving forward. I wish I knew about Access Bank before going to UBA. I know a lot of things that I went through because of UBA. You can ask me any questions you want, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Take care and bye-bye.